Hey traders, Mike Katz, 7 Points Capital on Thursday here, and today a little bit quieter. Mostly the things that were moving were low float stocks. We'll go over a couple, and we had Snap and Roku that was in play. Let's quickly look at Snap. We had yesterday's unbelievable action, lots of range, lots of volume, both pre-market and intraday. And today was much more muted, where we stayed mostly in about a 50 cent range all day. And we'll see which way we go from here. So today's adjustment was just a matter of trading around a core and trying to see which way it wants to go. Early on, we're trading for the trend. I personally was positioned well to for this thing to continue lower and covered the washes and reshorted the pops, but then it just never got the follow through to the downside the second time around, and then it just became a matter of trading the range, selling the pops, buying the dips, and just did that for the rest of the day. And it ended up being a nice day considering there wasn't a whole lot of range on this, a whole lot of direction. We can do this where we can trade smaller rips and wait for the bigger move. But in the meantime, what works for us is the ability to buy and sell at these different areas gives us information as to which way this thing might break out of this consolidation. So today's action kind of said there wasn't a lot of follow through to the downside, but they weren't really stepping in and buying it up. So we have an inside day on the daily in Snap. And I think the fact that we're holding at the lower part of this range will be interesting. Looking at our 15-minute chart, we can see the volume profile shows a lot of volume traded here, and that's 1230-ish, 1240 area. So for me, it's just going to be a matter of reacting. Do we come down or do we break out of here? And then it's just a matter of joining the trend and seeing how much follow through we get. But I'll definitely be watching this the next couple of days as well. And let's see what else we had today. We had Roku earnings, huge move yesterday. Let's look at the post market. Very quick move from 19 to 24, then it starts flagging the rest of the evening. And in the morning, this thing just drifted up and came back. And what do you know? Where does it bottom out? At this area where it traded all day yesterday after the bell and held support here. And that was the area where buyers stepped in again. And then in the morning, it just ripped up. And you had to be in it quick and you had to catch a move in this early. And then the secondary move just was a little bit dirtier. It didn't really follow through where it rallied, retraced, and then gave you a nice quick pop again. It was just more a matter of grinding sideways. He even took out highs here where it looked like it was going to pop up again. Then it took out lows here where it looked like it was going to fall apart. And if you're looking for follow through, this midday range was not what you're looking for. And but the key was that it couldn't stay below this level here, and that's what levels are for. Just because it broke it doesn't mean that it's going to fall apart. When it reclaimed it and stayed above it and reclaimed VWAP, there was some nice trades on the long side, and this thing closed pretty strong. So looking at this daily chart, we topped out at $30 on the second day after the IPO. So that will be significant tomorrow if we spend, you know, let's see, let's get one of these drawing tools out here. If we spend a day tomorrow where it goes like this, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Takes a breather and then potentially goes again. That would be a nice setup. Or tomorrow, if it opens slightly red, doesn't fall apart, the levels that we care for. Let's say we open 28-ish and now we're holding above this support. We might get a red to green trade and have the push through 30. But we shall see. Again, we want to react to prices as opposed to predict. And we'll see how we open tomorrow and how this thing wants to behave. So two nice stocks for us. I just want to show you guys the scanner that we have running here just to see what's moving today. On the low float scanner, we can see Craig, Watt, and COLL, RTNB, which got that T12 halt Lots moving. The low floaters are definitely in play. Let's look at Craig real quick. CREG. Insane move, right? Just, I don't know what's going on here. Are they pumping him and dumping him, or there's just such an appetite for these? And the key is just not to get hurt, not to get too tangled up in these in either direction, and just try to hit singles and doubles. And I try to hit a couple of bigger trades in some of these, and they ended up not working the best. I think the key is to hit a couple singles and doubles, and then the bigger trades will present themselves on their own as opposed to looking for them. But Craig was one in action. I think COLL was another one. COLL was another one. Really big moves early, and lots of action in these low floaters. OPK was a quick gap down and sell, and plug, not a whole lot going on. We had a couple IPOs today. This one was 13 bid for size, and it got a nice rip early, but it just couldn't hold the gains and came back with the market finally being down some. Probably the IPOs are not going to be the place to hide. So the initial moves are good, and then I think I wouldn't fade them, but at the same time I wouldn't just overstay it on the long side. So a decent amount of action, a little bit slower than the last few days and the last couple of weeks in our arena, but overall another good day, and we'll see tomorrow, Friday. We should have some more earnings. We have Nvidia tonight, and I'm going to run back to my desk, see if I want to trade any of that. And bunch of earnings coming out. So looking forward to tomorrow. And I want to thank you guys for watching. 7 points takeaway.